this episode, we talk about turning off the TV, avoiding burnout, and lessons learned from a spokester. This is the Living Young and Free Show, giving the 25 and under crowd tips, tricks, and hacks to get the most out of your money. Hi, I'm Cheryl, and welcome to episode 63. First up, we have Kaylie, who's going to cover some reasons why you should turn off your TV. Seriously.
Thanks, Cheryl, and hey everyone. Now I'd like to talk this week a little bit about couch potatoes. I'm sure you're all pretty familiar with some funny and famous couch potatoes out there.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Killed his wife 'cause she had a cold. Might as well, she was getting old. Psycho dad.
We got no food, we got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off!
Okay, just calm down.
Now, chances are pretty slim that any of us will end up famous or funny just by hanging out on the couch watching TV all day. But there's a great article at thesimpledollar.com that highlights 10 financial reasons to turn off the TV. I've gone through the article, narrowed it down to 5 main points that I think you guys should know about. So let's check them out. The first reason to turn off your TV is the most obvious one: bills. Watching a lot of television can take its toll on your hydro bill, not to mention your cable and satellite bills. Those movie and sports packages can really cost you. Instead, try and find your favorite TV shows online, or have you heard of Netflix? Reason number 2 to turn off your TV is missed opportunities. 4 hours a day watching TV is 4 hours a day you could be doing something more exciting and productive, like cooking or cleaning, exercising, writing, taking over the world, anything you want. So again, try to find your shows online or record them so you can skip the commercials and add a little extra time to do something else. Stress is the third reason to turn off the TV. Just one show often turns into 3 or 4, and then we're putting off more important things we should be doing. And this can add up and end up leaving us stressed and miserable. So try to use TV and movies as a reward for getting other things done. Then you won't feel like a couch potato. The fourth reason to turn off the TV is deterioration of communication skills, which is a common symptom that comes with increased TV watching as well as lack of personal interaction. And I don't think I have to explain why this is a bad thing. My final reason to turn off the TV is commercials. The average person is bombarded with over 3,000 advertising messages a day. Over 3,000. And of course, television is a main culprit. Commercials are just coaxing us to spend money that we probably don't have on things that we probably don't need, and of course, they're just annoying. While some of us may dream of getting paid to be a professional couch potato, it just isn't a realistic option. So use these tips to help turn off the TV and get back to living your life. That's all for me. This is Kaylie Dame signing off for Young and Free Ontario and the Living Young and Free Show. Back to you, Cheryl.
Thanks, Kaylie. Now that I think about it, TV really has been distracting me from taking over the world. Next up, we have Darryl, who's going to share some tips on how you can avoid burnout.
Do you feel overworked, but ignore it because you feel you needed to do so just to get all your work done for the week? Well, did you know that when you overwork yourself, you think you're getting more done, but in the long run, it can prove to be counterproductive when it comes to your health and work. Today, I'll give you 4 tips to avoid this hazard. Get enough sleep. Lack of sleep can have a direct impact on your productivity at work. Research by the US military has shown that losing just 1 hour of sleep per night for a week causes cognitive degradation equivalent to a 0.10 BAC, which is greater than the 0.08 legal limit to drive. One way to combat this is to literally give yourself a bedtime and stick to it, no matter what.
Presented by Choice.
Exercise your right to exercise. Exercising helps keep the brain stimulated and healthy biologically. It also releases endorphins, which will help improve your mood and general well-being. Does anyone else do anything around here?
Everyone better be coming to my meeting today. Hey, keep it down over there. I can barely hear my Spotify.
Thanks everyone for all that you do. It'd be awesome if everyone could come to my meeting today. I made cookies. Hey, could you guys speak up please? I can almost hear my Spotify. Take a break, yo. In a recent study, participants' ability to remain focused on a computerized task over time was monitored carefully. Researchers found that the participants who were given 2 brief breaks were able to maintain focus throughout the 50-minute experiment, while those who were not given breaks showed signs of decreased focus and memory. Work 40 hours. The typical worker now works a 55-hour work week, and that's bananas. When the work week was originally reduced to 40 hours, businesses found that productivity actually increased. So work 40 hours, and that's it. Oh, that's my 40 hours. So that's it. 4 ways to avoid burnout in the workplace. For more tips on how to increase productivity in the workplace and more, check out thesimpledollar.com. Back to you, Cheryl.
Cookies? I'll come to the meeting. And for her last segment on the Living Young and Free show, Michelle shares the lessons she's learned during her time as spokester.
I can't believe that this is my last Living Young and Free show segment. This year has gone by so fast, and I can definitely say that I've learned more than I ever thought that I would. So, as per tradition, here are some of the lessons that I've learned throughout my term as the Young and Free New Mexico spokester. First, I've learned that being connected is both a blessing and a curse. What I mean by that is, when I first got this job, I got my very first smartphone. And when I got that, I felt immediately connected to the rest of the world. I was making friends, I was participating in cultural events, and I was starting to realize the impact of social media. However, having my phone basically at my side every single day for the past year made everything so urgent. I felt like all the emails and tweets and Facebook notifications that I got had to be taken care of right away, and there was no balance in my life. So, I've learned that balance is essential. I know I've said this before, and I will definitely say it again. Find out what works best for you. Some people may find that credit cards are inherently evil, while some people use them for their many advantages. Some people are good at budgeting on a spreadsheet, and some people are just not. It just depends on who you are and what you're like. And you may be doing it differently than somebody else, but that doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Third, be grateful. I've learned that being grateful will help you no matter what, even with all the bumps in the road. Having an attitude of gratitude, and I know that's super cheesy, but really, having an attitude of gratitude really makes life a whole lot easier. Fourth, and I mean this wholeheartedly, credit unions rock. Credit unions rock because they're here for you. They're here to serve you, and everything that they do is done with your best interest in mind. I've actually also learned that the song You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette is about Dave Coulier. Yeah, Uncle Joey. So, you know, there's that. Well, I can hardly believe that the end is here, and I hate to do this, but for the last time for the Living Young and Free show, and for Young and Free New Mexico, I'm Michelle Peterson. Back to you, Cheryl.
Thanks, Michelle. I've really enjoyed working with you over the past year. You will be sorely missed. Sorely. Like I'm actually kind of getting tense thinking about it. I might need a massage or something. I'm getting And that's our show. If you have any feedback or ideas for upcoming episodes, feel free to comment below or email me at livingyoungandfree@gmail.com. And be sure to join us next time for more great tips, tricks, and hacks on how to make the most of your money. Young and Free is a credit union movement that gives young people a voice, a head start, and useful information.